Hey everybody, Enchantress here, master weaver of mystery, suspense, thrillers, screenplays, and broadcaster of astrology. Let's go ahead and get into the aspects for Tuesday, okay? The sun is in Aquarius at 14 degrees on Tuesday until around 2:55 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, okay? Then it'll shift to 15 degrees. But anyway, while it's at 14 degrees, this pertains to friends, goals, and social groups. It affects placements in any sign between 11 and 17 degrees. And under these energies, one can be more passionate, mysterious, fiery, creative, persuasive, and enthusiastic. You can see success in what you think or preach, in career, spirituality, and things that require any type of analytical thinking. Just avoid people who prefer play over work. Because if you keep playing, you're going to be broke. You're going to stay broke. Okay. There's a need to get serious about your goals where you have placements that challenge these energies, like placements between 11 and 17 degrees of Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, Virgo, Cancer, any of those placements. Okay. That's where you need to really be focused. And if someone has a negative influence on you, do the Heisman on that. Like Third Flow said, you know what I mean? Anyway, check the daily astrology where I post it in written format on Tuesday morning on my Facebook page at author Enchantress. Now, moving along to a 1 hour and 45-minute transit. This happens at 12:26 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and lasts for 1 hour and 45 minutes. Now, the moon will be in Virgo at 8 degrees, and it will be making a fated yet karmic aspect to Mars in Aquarius. It affects placements between 5 and 11 degrees of Virgo and Aquarius. It affects work, health, daily routines, where you are of service to other people, and even your habits. You're putting energy into your goals, your friends, and your social groups. This can be a unique challenge that can feature here. You could be required to adjust, adapt, or change, even if it means rapidly. And under these energies, you could be more social, generous. You could lack willpower, and you could overspend too. You know, it could be a situation where somebody just pops up like, hey, you want to go here? You want to go there? And you're forced to socialize or something like that. But you're advised to be more lucid, conscious, and tactful and deal with your resources wisely, or it could become a source of trouble, especially if you have somebody around you that's ready to spend or waste money on frivolous things, particularly a female. It doesn't have to be a wife or a partner. It could be a friend. It could be a child. It could be a cousin, an aunt, you know, any of those things. Okay, so just be mindful. Don't fall prey to greedy, dishonest, or unwise people. And don't put off difficult tasks. It's advised to display bravery, but don't rush to a liar's rescue. Okay, now if they truly need it, then okay. But wisdom is definitely needed, and your intuition. Success and recognition can be had in risky careers or sports, anything that involves helping people in distress as well. You know, so somebody might call you, oh, come help me, or oh, I need this money, or, you know, anything like that. You know, or oh, come to the bar and hang out with me. You know, any of those things. Take me to lunch. I don't have no money. Anyway. Moving along, by around 2:14 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, this is a 1 hour and 45-minute transit. The moon in Virgo at 9 degrees will be opposing the North Node retrograde in Pisces. Placements that you have between 6 and 12 degrees of Virgo, Pisces, Sagittarius, and Gemini are affected by these energies. And Sagittarius and Gemini are the challenge areas where you need to apply effort, which means you could have to utilize your education, your skills, what you think or preach. You might need to hone your skills. You might need to study for a test. You could have issues with travel or while traveling, even in your neighborhood. So make sure you have your license and everything, you know, right, so you don't get a ticket or anything. You could have issues with travel, scheduling conflicts, issues with siblings, neighbors, people in your neighborhood. So watch out for rage, road rage, or arguing with neighbors or anything like that. On a mundane level, there's a need to balance comfort and comfort seeking with your higher purpose and goals, okay? This could push you to break old ways of living, patterns, and old cycles and emotional wounds. Remember, we're still under the energies of the full moon. So it's advising you not to be lazy, neglectful, and unambitious. As a side note, as it pertains to you, it could pertain to you, your romantic partners, you dealing with romance. It could deal with your children, with goals, your social groups, creative endeavors, friends. You could be trying to get a child not to be lazy or to get a job. For the next week during this full moon, it's radiating and you're dealing with these things. Under these energies, you could be working on, or someone else could be working on, a child could be working on, being more passionate about their goals, being more gentle, easygoing, discerning, independent, and quiet, because you could be secluded by yourself studying. Some are having issues with a partner or a spouse that's mean and lazy as hell, and maybe that's why you're off by yourself. Either way, it could be putting a damper on your mood or on the partnership. Avoid indulgence, and do know that financial gains could happen linked to sex, a settlement, a divorce, or child support. Okay, so if you've applied for child support, a divorce, or a settlement, you could be getting money from that. If somebody is trying to get that from you, it could get taken out of your check. So just be mindful of that. Success and recognition can be achieved in careers or things that you initiate. Religion, law, and literature is favored. Hurdles can be overcome under this hour and 45 minutes. Prejudices can be fought under this hour and 45 minutes. And injustices can be abolished under this hour and 45 minutes. I'm getting tongue-tied. Now, by 2:55 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the sun will shift to Aquarius at 15 degrees for the next 24 hours. It pertains to friends, goals, and social groups. It affects placements in any sign between 12 and 18 degrees. And under these energies, people can be more ambitious, confident, energetic, proactive, have a strong drive to initiate projects, seize new opportunities, solve problems, be more resourceful, and even nice. Success, recognition, and money can be had if you're willing to explore new territories that are unfamiliar to you. Apply for new jobs that are unfamiliar to you. Take new courses that are unfamiliar to you. Just be selective when choosing jobs and even business partners, because you don't want to be taken advantage of by people of the same social circle as you, or even by your family members. You could be swindled or you could be hurt, and be sure not to do this to anyone else. Okay, be mindful of that during that 24 hours, starting at 2:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Tuesday through Wednesday at 2:55 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Moving along to the last transit that I want to talk about. It's a 1 hour and 45 minute transit. And do know you can check my astrology at author E. Ray Taronic on Facebook to find out exactly how that last transit is affecting each sign between that 12 and 18 degrees. Okay. I'll post it up Tuesday, the written astrology Tuesday morning. Now, anyway, for 1 hour and 45 minutes starting at 9:23 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which means 8:23 p.m. Central Standard Time on Tuesday, the moon will be in Virgo at 13 degrees and it will be trining Juno in Capricorn. It ushers in a blessing as it pertains to career, mastery, your work, your health, your daily routines, or where you are of service to another person, as it pertains to a marriage, a commitment, or a promise. It could benefit your wealth, your worth, or your resources because of the Taurus trine. This affects placements between 10 and 16 degrees of Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Actually, Scorpio and Cancer placements can see some type of benefit as well. This speaks as to something being harmonious, supportive, feeling naturally comfortable, or feeling a deeply committed bond. It can also indicate that you're feeling destined in a situation, or your emotional needs align with the desire for a long-term commitment, whether it's a marriage, a relationship, or even a job or a career, because it doesn't have to be love. Money can bring you comfort if you've been feeling unstable with your finances. Under these energies, one can be more practical, honest, ambitious, refined, cultured, artistic, gifted, gentle, kind, devoted, and calculating. Your life can be devoted to some type of hard work, which can see you turn some type of profit. You could outshine other people and be seen as intelligent. even if you're dealing in the film industry, the music industry, and things like that. Okay, just don't be so quick to follow the same path as your predecessors if it's not bringing you any type of benefit. But be sure, but do know that a blessing is coming in. Do show respect to your mentors, and you could be reaching some type of goal, or getting some type of benefit because of your artistic nature. Okay. You could be speaking what you think and or preach and receiving a blessing because of that as well. Unexpected money can come in, or unexpected rewards that boost your money or your social status or your wealth, worth, and resources in general. Thank you for sticking around for the daily astrological update, and I'll check back with you guys on Wednesday, or really on Thursday. But if you see me on Facebook, I post the live on Wednesday. Bye now.